Alright guys, so it looks like I'm going to be recording here using this Movavi screen capture, so hopefully this will work for us. I don't see where the screen, oh there it goes, okay, just making sure that the whole screen capture is going to show, so I'll leave it like that for now. So if you look at the first question says add or subtract is indicated, and we discussed this one where you needed a common denominator, and so since this is a perfect square, I know that this is x minus 1, x plus 1. So if you recall, this is what that particular fraction looks like at the denominator level. So what we want to do is I want to multiply the 6 by x plus 1 because that's what it's missing in the denominator, and the 5x I want to multiply by x minus 1 because that's what it is missing in the denominator. So I now have distributing this 5x and the negative 1, I have 5x squared in the numerator minus 5x plus 6x plus 6. That's distributing the 6. And I'm left with a minus 10. And all of this is over x plus 1, x minus 1, the order of which does not matter. Alright. And so now I combine like terms. I only have one 5x squared, so I leave that alone. I have a negative 5x and a 6x. And as far as the constants go, I have a 6 and a negative 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to group like terms, and so my next part of this equation will read 5x squared. Notice that negative 5x and positive 6x leave me positive x, and this will leave me with negative 4. And again, all of this over x plus 1, x minus 1. My next question is, can I reduce this? And I think I can. I sound like the little choo-choo train. I think I can. So 5 times 4, 20. If I think of the factors of 20 that are 1 unit apart, and I'm focusing on this number when I say that, I can think of a FOIL where I would do, say, 5x. Actually, if I extended it, using the AC method, I would use 5x squared plus 5x minus 4x minus 4. And so now we do factor by grouping, and so what's common to both of these sides is the 5x, so I'll take a 5x out, and this will leave me in x plus 1. If I take out from this group a negative 4, I am left with x plus 1. Okay, and again, remember, we're still over x plus 1, x minus 1 in the denominator. So when I group this, I'll end up with 5x minus 4 times x plus 1. And all of this will be over x minus 1, x plus 1. You can already see what's going to happen. This is going to cancel, and you're going to be left with answer choice C, which is this right here. Okay, if you remember, this is a video, so you can replay it again and just look at the steps, and just remember this is just the numerator part of this fraction right here, and that this is over this particular denominator. Okay? Okay, so now I'm going to magically erase all of this. And again, if you need to look at steps again, just rewind the tape. That's the beauty of Movavi. It lets you rewind. And this is an MP4, so it should be compatible with your equipment. Okay, so the next question that I'm going to look at is question number 2. And so if I look at this question carefully, notice that all of the answer choices, except for this one, and this one, have a 5x inside the radical. And so what I want to do is I want to look at the 20x and I want to look at the 45, and I can think of two perfect squares that are sitting in there. So I really have the square root of 5x for this one. The first one stays, right? Plus, and then I have 5 square root of 20x, but I can look at this from the lens of I have 5 times the square root of 4 times the square root of 5x. And so I know that this simplifies to a 2. So 2 times 5, 10. So I really have a 10 square root of 5x for that center term, and a square root of 5x for this term, and an addition sign in here. For the next term, I have plus 2 square root 45x. And so I know that I have a perfect square in there, so I really have a plus 2 times square root of 9 times square root of 5x. So if you notice, I'm leaving the 5x untouched. This is going to leave me 3 times 2, which is 6. So thus far, I have a plus 6 square root 5x. And so look at the values. This is a 1 sitting here. There's a 10 here and a 6 here. So added together, your final answer is B for that one. Okay, so you always have to think what perfect root is sitting inside that root. If it's a 3rd degree root, that would make a difference. Again, you can always go back, replay this, and I'm sorry for the constant movement, but my dog keeps jumping on me and it's really annoying me. I love her to death. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, and this next question is the one where you recall you have to extract an exponent value. So remember, when you multiply like bases, you add the exponent and so on. And so for this one, you can literally eyeball it, and you can see that the answer choice should be C right off the bat, just by little deductive reasoning. Because what you're going to take out, extract from this, has to be this value. If you notice, all the answer choices that you have here are 1/2. Only this one has the 1/4. And always remember, this becomes a distribution, because what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up multiplying by x plus 7 to the 4 over 4, negative 4 over 4 actually. And this is how I end up with my 1/4 being extracted, because we have negative 4 over 4 times, in this case 3 over 4, which leaves us a 1/4, and that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to re-express that. So if you distribute this right back, you'll see that you'll end up with the same answer as this, and that's the only one. Again, going back to just common sense, just extract the common exponent value and the base that is attached to it. Okay, question number 4. Question number 4 is D, and we know that because this is a perfect product. You have a 4x squared minus 9 times 4x squared plus 9, and obviously we cannot simplify this part of the equation, but I certainly can continue to reduce this to be 2x minus 3 and 2x plus 3. And so the only answer choice that would fit number 5 would be this one, which is answer choice D. I just realized I skipped number 4. Let me go back to number 4, and I apologize for that. For number 4, we have factor by grouping as the question stem. And so if I do factor by grouping, I'm going to split the equation right there. And what's common on this side is going to be 2x squared. That's going to leave me an x minus 2. And that should give me 2x cubed minus 4x squared. And then over here on this side, I'm going to take out a let's go with a plus 9. Let's see if that works. This will give me x minus 2 in here. So that works. And then my final answer here will be 2x squared plus 9 times x minus 2. And so by default, number 4 should be answer choice D. Okay? Alright, I'm going to stop this video here. So this gives you the first 5 questions. Video number 2 is coming right up.